We often dream of glory and greatness, yet we find ourselves crumbling before the very first cracks appear in our plans or our iron resolve today. Hill was no different. He possessed the grand ambitions of a mighty king, but carried the fragile will of a dry, brittle twig in the wind. Easily broken by the smallest distractions and the paralyzing fear of failure, he watched his potential waste away in the digital glow of modern life. The weight of his own expectations felt like a mountain, crushing the spirit of a man who wanted to succeed but feared the arduous journey. He was trapped in a labyrinth of his own making, where every path led back to the same haunting question: was he truly meant for greatness? As his focus flickered like a dying flame, he realized that a mind without discipline is nothing more than a forge that has gone cold. As then from the darkness of the workshop, an old master appeared. His eyes held the wisdom of 1,000 fires and the strength of steel. Without saying a single word, the master threw the failed blade back into the furnace, letting the heat consume the errors of the past entirely. The master spoke. "You fear the fire because you fear the pain. But steel is just scrap iron if it never experiences the transformative heat. Your will is the same. It requires the bitter heat of failure to melt away the weaknesses and forge a character that can never break. To become something new, you must first be willing to let the old version of yourself burn away in the fires of discipline and trial. Beneath the surface of your struggle, a resilient spirit is waiting to emerge, tempered by the very hardships you once tried so hard to avoid." Rule 1. Embrace the heat. Stop running from the pressure. The very things that make you uncomfortable are the tools that will finally shape you. See every failure as the necessary thermal energy to soften your rigid ego, making you flexible enough to be molded into something truly magnificent. When life burns the hottest, stay in the fire. This is where your true strength is born and where your potential begins to take shape. Rule 2. The hammer of focus. Like an arrow leaving the bow, every ounce of your mental energy must be directed at a single point. Do not strike 10 weak blows in a dozen different directions. Strike 1,000 times with the crushing weight of absolute discipline and singular purpose. Focus is the force that turns a simple strike into a life-changing impact. It is the ability to say no to everything else for one. Hone your concentration until it becomes as sharp as the edge you are trying to create. Mastery is the result of focused, repetitive effort. As the blade takes its form, it enters the most critical stage. The steel is shaped, but it is not yet ready for the battle. Rule 3. Cold tempering. After the heat comes the shock. You must learn to keep a cold, calm head even when the pressure is rising. Emotional control is your greatest defense. When the world is screaming in chaos, find the absolute silence within your own mind to stay steady. A tempered soul does not react to the storm. It navigates through it with a clear heart and an unbreakable sense of inner peace today. Rule 4. Relentless sharpening. Excellence is not a single heroic act. It is the daily habit of mending and improving every single small detail. Keep sharpening your mind and your skills even when no one is watching. The work you do in the dark will shine in the light. The edge of your will must be maintained every day. Discipline is the constant maintenance of the greatness you have already begun to build. Finally, the sword was complete. It was no longer a piece of broken scrap iron, but a masterpiece of power, beauty, and incredible resilience. Hill swung the blade with a newfound grace. It was light in his hands, but heavy with the history of the fire it had survived. It could cut through any obstacle, yet it would never shatter. It had been tested by the heat and hardened by the cold water's touch. Success is not found by avoiding the fire. It is found by becoming the person who can walk through it and come out much stronger. He stood at the summit, not because he was lucky, but because he was forged. Every scar on his journey was a testament to his grit. Your failures are not the end of your story. They are the raw materials for your ultimate victory. Use them to build your own legacy. The fire is ready, and the anvil is waiting for you. Will you remain begotten scrap, or will you be the blade the world admires? Start your forging today. The journey to a legendary will begins with the first strike. Thank you for being here.